Coming up on Business Report Africa, foreign exchange inflow drops to 5.7 billion in 1 month. CBN directs banks to accept permissible IDs for refugees. NNPC rallies industry stakeholders for upstream cost optimization. Female duo sets standards in Kigali's home decor industry. Details on all this and more after the break. This is Business Report Africa, brought to you by your first Pan-African news network, TOS TV. I am Ruel Panawo. Data retrieved from Bitcoin analytic data provider Useful Tulips has shown that in Nigeria, the use of Bitcoin for peer-to-peer lending has soared by 15.8% compared to other African countries since the CBN directives to ban the use of cryptocurrency in the country took effect about 6 days ago. Peer-to-peer use of Bitcoin takes a decentralized approach in the exchange of Bitcoins between individuals and groups without the involvement of a central authority. Changpeng Zhao, leader of crypto exchange Binance, anticipated peer-to-peer trading would flourish as a result of the directive from CBN to Nigerian banks. Taking the lead with about $7.35 million in peer-to-peer trading on Paxful and local Bitcoins, Nigeria beat its closest rival, Kenya, who had a transactional value of a little over $2 million during the past week. The trend was followed by South Africa, who came in third with a transactional value of $2.3 million. In November 2020, Nigeria recorded $5.7 billion foreign exchange inflow into the country. According to the Central Bank of Nigeria, this is a drop from $7.34 billion and $6.47 billion recorded in September and October, respectively, which came about as a result of the slow global economic recovery and uncertainty in the crude oil markets. This is a decrease of 13.3% and 62.0% below the respective levels in the preceding month and the corresponding month of 2019. Consequently, the foreign exchange transactions through the economy resulted in a net inflow of $3.73 billion compared with $3.97 billion and $9.11 billion in the preceding month and the corresponding month of 2019, respectively. In a circular titled Acceptance of Machine-Readable Convention Travel Document and Refugee Identification Card as a Means of Identification on Wednesday, 10th February to all banks, financial institutions and payment service providers, the CBN gave directives for the acceptance of machine-readable convention travel documents issued by Nigeria Immigration Service, as well as the Refugee Identity Card issued by the National Commission for Refugees, Migrants, and Internally Displaced Persons as a means of identification for banking transactions. This is as a result of the challenges encountered by asylum seekers and refugees in Nigeria who have problems with identification pertaining to the conduct of financial transactions. The Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, NNPC, has called on stakeholders in the oil and gas industry to achieve the aim of reducing operations expenses to achieve the $10 or less per barrel production cost target. Malam Mele Kyari, the Group Managing Director of NNPC, made the call on Tuesday, February 9th at the launch of the Nigerian Upstream Cost Optimization Program, NUCOP, which held at the NNPC Towers. He placed emphasis on the fact that the current status of global energy transition and demand erosion brought about by the COVID-19 pandemic has made cost optimization of utmost importance. The NNPC operational theme for the year is known as Execution Excellence, which would direct the corporation in being efficient to the point of creating a contracting cycle of 6 months or less to help create efficiency and drive down unit operating costs to sub $10 per barrel level. The Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Chief Timi Silva, stated that the current average cost for joint venture production was below $30 per barrel, while that of production sharing contracts, PSC production, was below $20 per barrel. In this regard, the oil and gas industry hopes to survive long-term in Nigeria. There would be indeed need for cost optimization. More business news in Africa after the short break. Do stay with us. Allen Ingabire and Paulette Mpano, a female duo, have begun to set records in the Rwanda decor industry. Both young women, being driven by their love for plants, infuse their ability to transform spaces with plants that double as herbs and medicine into an interior and home decor business. Through research, Allen and Paulette came to understand that their passion could be made into a business that had little to no major competition in Kigali. The duo works with potters and nursery owners to achieve the success of their business. Their company, Ivy Bliss Murugo, was born out of a need to invest in something that would connect people with nature in their comfort spaces, as well as contribute towards the fight against climate change. Safaricom, Kenya's largest listed company, shares touched a new record high of 38 Kenyan shillings and hit a market capitalization of 1.52 trillion Kenyan shillings. On Thursday, February 11th, the Nairobi Securities Exchange listed firm made an announcement that it was paying an interim dividend of 0.45 Kenyan shillings per ordinary share, which amounted to 18.029 billion Kenyan shillings. As a result of the surge in Safaricom's share price, the market cap of Safaricom stands at 1.52 trillion, which accounts for 63% of the entire 2.4 trillion Kenyan shillings market valuation at the Nairobi Securities Exchange. While the top 5 companies at the NSE by market capitalization account for over 80% of the market, Safaricom PLC's net earnings fell 6% to 33.069 billion Kenyan shillings in September 2020, when net earnings for the 6-month period ended. This is compared to a net profit of 35.195 billion Kenyan shillings in 2019. During this period under review, total revenue fell by 4.1% from 129.9 billion Kenyan shillings to 124.5 billion Kenyan shillings. To mark its 1-year anniversary in the Kenyan market, Absa Bank in Nairobi announced on Thursday, February 11th, its plans to invest over 1.6 billion Kenyan shillings in technology for the enhancement of service delivery. Jeremy Awori, Absa Managing Director, explained that more than 60 different technology products will be put out to renew customer experience. This includes a fully fledged online business banking and other innovations that cut across all their business segments. The bank has plans to make the business one that is fully concerned with its customers. In 2020, Absa Bank brought about different financial relief initiatives, which included loan reliefs to aid customers at the height of the pandemic. Regardless of the challenges brought about by the pandemic, the bank said it continued to lend to various customers. And in the global scene, due to the first wave of telecoms growth in Africa, many millionaires were made. As a result, investors are interested in the potential of the next wave, which is sweeping through in form of digital money, interlocking trade, and communications. The Chinese are keen on being at the very front of the next wave. Alongside Facebook, Orange, and others, China Mobile is building a new submarine cable, and the project, which will be completed by 2023, has the equivalent of all the current cables connecting the continent combined. According to Managing Director of the China Africa Project, Eric Olander, it is not just about monetizing apps, because there is a battle worldwide to establish standards in every aspect, including cryptocurrencies, and Chinese companies are intentional about using Africa as a proving ground for Beijing's new digital currency electronic payment DCEP system. In conclusion, as KPMG UK's boss, Bill Michael was first to step aside while facing investigations over alleged offensive statements made when he reportedly told consultants to quit moaning about the impact of the pandemic. The company has appointed its first female leaders since its existence began 150 years ago. Bina Mitha has been asked to step in as acting chairman, while Mary O'Connor takes over as acting senior partner, ensuring that Mr. Michael's day-to-day executive responsibilities are handled. Thank you for watching Business Report Africa. Do follow us on social media at TOS TV Network on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Like and subscribe to our YouTube channel at TOS TV Network. I am Ruel Panao. Bye for now.